Right, I've been trying to make these little intros using the it's still using my webcam, but using the oh great, Windows Live Movie Maker thing, and there's a little what's there on there that gives you the ability to access your webcam directly and then just sort of make little videos from there, sort of thing. Now I don't know if there's a time limit on it or something or what, but twice now I've tried to do that directly. I've done it with the other videos. I have no idea if there's a time limit and you can only do it for a certain time or whatever, and it stops or whatever, but for some reason it's been stopping, so I get so far through what I'm saying and then it goes off. So it's becoming a bit frustrating, so I'm going to just have to do it directly through my webcam, record it through the system that came with, if you know what I mean. Anyway, as I was trying to say in the last video that I was trying to just make just a minute ago, this next video is not chronologically in order from the ones that I made, but the ones that I've made, one's disappeared altogether, and I'm not sure what happened to it. In fact, it wasn't even on the memory card when I took my card out of the camera. It wasn't even on there, so I don't know what's happened to it. Maybe I just forgot to press record and thought I had. Anyway, and the other video that was straight after the last one I've just put up on YouTube about where I actually slept, it's a bit short, and I don't know, it just seems a little bit naff to me. I don't know. I may get round to putting it up one day, but I'm not putting it with this lot. So anyway, never mind that. So this next video is St James's Street. It's in Chinatown, Manchester, and anyway, basically it's self-explanatory. I explain on the video that when we were homeless, a lot of homeless people used to both sleep in that alleyway and congregate round the fans, extractor fans that used to pump a lot of hot, greasy air out of those fans. And like I say, it was quite smelly and quite greasy, quite horrible really, but as I say, it kept you warm. So okay, so enjoy the next video. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.
Okay, so here in this little side street here is St James's Street, and one of the reasons why I wanted to take you down here, I didn't actually sleep in this little alleyway, although a lot of people did. Maybe even people still do. No idea these days, to be honest. But I thought, let's have a look. I'll take you down because one particular evening that happened. Now I said some fans down at the bottom. They might have been covered up now. I've just looked. Looks like they might be covered up. I don't know. But there used to be oil drums. You know, what do you call it? You know, there's a lot of Chinese restaurants and stuff here. In fact, there's one there. Look. Well, I don't know if you can see that over there. Look, there's one there. Right. So I'll just take you over to it. Look. You see, cooking oil thing, right? And we used to sit on them. We used to get bits of cardboard, put them on the top, cardboard box or whatever, and we used to sit on the top of them next to the fans because they wouldn't shut off until about 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever. So on a winter's night when it was cold, you know, you'd come down there and you'd sit on the boxes of these oil drums here and sit around it. It was like a campfire almost, you know what I mean? But only it wasn't a fire, it was just hot air, and it was hot greasy air being blown out as well. It didn't smell very particularly what's the name, but you know, hey ho, kept you warm for a while. But anyway, like I say, I used to sleep down it. Well, no, sorry, as I say, I didn't actually sleep down here, although some people did. I mean, some people used to go in there and sleep under those stairs, and there's a couple of other fire escape places where people used to get underneath there as well. But I remember one night, I don't know, God blimey, I mean, I'm going back years, like I say. And the thing is, I remember going in there one night, sitting around the barrels on the oil drums, keeping warm. I don't know, it was about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever. There was only me there that night. There might have been a couple of other people earlier on, but I can't quite remember. But anyway, the thing that really gets me about this is that there was these 2 people, man and woman, dressed to the nines. I mean, she had pearls on, like a big flowy dress. He had a tuxedo with a bow tie and all that sort of carry on. And they're walking down this street, completely oblivious, pretty, tipsy or whatever, laughing and joking, obviously not a care in the world sort of thing. And they're walking down there, or down here I should say, right? And I'm watching these 2 people. And for me, it was the most surreal thing. It was such a surreal moment, because there they were walking down there without a care in the world, and I had absolutely no idea that there was at least 20 people sleeping in this alleyway. At least that. Do you know what I mean? There might have been less, but around about 20 people tipping down at various different places in this alleyway. Do you know what I mean? And you wouldn't believe it. You know what I mean? You walk down this alleyway with me now, and you will not believe that 20 people could sleep in there and not be seen. Do you know what I mean? It was just the way they were well hidden. Do you know what I mean? But people used to like to say, and it was just a surreal moment for me, that, they were walking down this, the opposite way I'm walking now. And they were walking down here, all dressed to the nines, like I say. And the thing is that, as I say, there's me, homeless, sat on a flipping oil drum. I don't even think they noticed me, I mean, look, there's one place that people used to kip in. I don't know how they got in there, but they used to kip inside there. They used to put cardboard on the what's names and stuff like that, and get right underneath the stairs. I mean, that was one place people used to kip. Then there was, you see this thing over here. In fact, I don't know if it's that one. It might be that one, or it might be, possibly that one. Obviously, it's had a new thing put in. And people used to sleep on top of there. And like I say, obviously it's all changed now, and maybe that's the reason why, because they got fed up all the homeless people there, I don't know. But again, you see, look, that one's been all closed off, but people used to sleep underneath these stairs, and there used to be these, like, little shelves as well. These are old warehouses that are now Chinese restaurants. And like I say, people used to sleep underneath these things. And as I say, you can see there's a bit of a shelf over there. People used to sleep on that one as well. And they used to sleep under there, bits of cardboard on the thing. And like I say, the fans were actually here. There used to be like 2 of them. Obviously, as you can see, they've now put these things here, which directs the heat up and away. And I guess it's the same reason, to stop encouraging people, homeless people like myself, trying to keep warm at night, around it. For whatever it may, whatever. They have their reasons, whatever. But anyway, like I say, I was sat there. There's me, sat there, right, keeping warm, 3 o'clock in the morning. Do you know what I mean? Or trying to keep warm, I should say. And this couple, this man and woman, dressed as if they were going to flipping banquet with the Queen or whatever, really tipsy, completely oblivious to their surroundings, walking down that street. And for me, I'm looking at it, I'm watching it, I'm thinking, and I knew, because I'd seen earlier on in the day these people get themselves under those stairs and under the thing, and I used to think to myself, wow, do you know what I mean? You have no idea, have you? You have absolutely no idea, walking down this street, that there's 20 homeless people, and some of them were couples themselves. There was the girls and guy, boy and girl trend type, couples, would be kipping under there as well. It wasn't just homeless men or whatever, single on their own. It was men as well. And this, by the way, is Chinatown. This is Manchester's Chinatown. London's got its Chinatown, and obviously it's bigger than this. Well, it's bound to be. I mean, it's fucking London for crying out loud. Do you know what I mean? Everything's bigger, but but this is Manchester's Chinatown, by the way. So just thought I'd let you know where we are. And as you can imagine, it's full of Chinese restaurants and everything else that goes with a Chinatown in a large city. But anyway, like I say, that, my friend, that was another experience of mine, living on the streets of Manchester back in the sort of late 80s, early 90s. Right, I'll take you to some other places now.